Good morning. I'm Tricia Baer from the Guardian of Service podcast, and this morning we have Luke Armstrong with us from the DAV out of Krebs, and he's going to be telling us about some events that they have coming up. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing just fine.
Good.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your military background?
Well, in 1989, I entered the military as a military police officer. Went down to Fort McClellan. It's not a fort anymore. And I served from 1989 to 1986. Went overseas 3 times during that tour. And what did I say, 1986? I'm messing it up already. Sorry, 1996. There's a reason I earned this hat. And so that was my service, and then I turned around and became a first responder until 2020. So a lot of time given back to the community.
All right, cool. Where is the DAV located in Krebs?
Our DAV in Krebs is at 125 South Main Street, within Krebs, just down the street from the post office.
Okay. And then I know you have a lot of service officers, so what hours do they provide assistance to veterans?
Right now we have 7 certified service officers.
Okay.
Every Monday we are open from 8:30 to 2:30. And if there is people in there, like yesterday we had 30, we made it to 42 people came through our building yesterday to help out.
Okay.
And then we're also have a service officer at the local VA clinic in McAllister at 8 a.m. to noon on Tuesday and also on Thursday.
All right. All right. And then when does the DAV meet for their monthly meetings?
So we usually meet the first Monday of every month, unless it's a holiday.
Okay.
Dinner is served at 6:30, and then the meeting starts at 7 p.m. Our auxiliary is in our building with us and provides a wonderful meal along with some of our veterans that help cook. And so the meal is free to basically anyone that comes in. We actually did an Easter meal not that long ago. We had 56 people come in and have a free meal provided by our wonderful volunteers at the DAV and the auxiliary.
Okay, that's awesome. When is your next community event?
So we have scheduled, we want to honor our flag and our 250th year anniversary of the United States, and we're going to have a flag ceremony on June 13th. And luckily we have a wonderful mayor, Zella Kincaid in Krebs, and so this has grown much bigger. So our community event will be on June 13th of this year, and it's growing bigger and bigger every day.
All right, and there's no charge to attend the
No,
event.
it's free to come in. I'm trying to get enough sponsors and donors. What we do ask is there's going to be a lot of different entities that you can donate to. I have teamed up for, I refer as the big 3, is the VFW is going to be there, the American Legion's going to be there along with the disabled veterans. We also have the paralyzed veterans coming to represent, and again, as a military group and nonprofits, it's growing.
And that's your mission, is to help the nonprofit groups and also the town of Krebs?
Yes, our biggest mission on this as the military standpoint is the one to honor our country and to those that served, along with family members and widows and widowers. I believe sometimes they just feel like they get left out. My biggest goal with this is that community down there. We provide a lot of food services, a lot of food boxes, and I just want to grow it. I mentioned Easter. I know there's a lot of support that happens over Thanksgiving and Christmas, but I wanted to try to add maybe a box drive in Easter. We have a lot of wonderful food there within Krebs, so I'm giving a shout out to Lavera's. That is one of them, and then Pete's Place in Krebs. They're willing to help me out in this mission this next year and hopefully continue down the road.
All right. And what are the hours of the Krebs community event?
So we're going to open up right now. We're going to have the road closed on Main Street in front of the DAV. Okay. So if you're aware of it, from the post office, which is north of us, south, going to cover Monroe Street and Lincoln Street. So Main Street will be closed that day. The city council has allowed me to close it along with the police chief and the mayor from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay. That just ensures at the tail end that we have everything cleaned up. But most of the events, the 5K will start at 8 a.m., so registration for that will start at 7. Have the 5K from 8 a.m. to 9:30. Have the award ceremony for that right after that.
So at 9:30 is the award ceremony for the 5K run?
Correct.
Okay.
And I know we'll go more into the schedule, but then we're also going to benefit the Pittsburgh County Animal Shelter which we just had a wonderful event last Wednesday to where I believe every kitten was adopted out, along with, I think, every dog except for one. By the way, she's a 7-year-old shepherd. If you're looking for an older dog, house trained. And of course, they'll fill up again by June. And JP All-American has been a big supporter with the animals around that community also.
Okay. And then if you have a vendor who wants to set up a booth at the Krebs Community Days, what number can they call for that?
That is going to be the City Council, or I'm sorry, City Hall of Krebs, and our phone number is 918-423-6519, and they'll have a form for you to fill out, and they're taking those as of just a couple days ago, and that fee for a vendor fee is $35.
$35 for the vendor fee. Got it.
And just to clarify, if you're a nonprofit that I've already spoken to, we're also going to try to have a safety fair with. I've invited the state police, I've invited the sheriff, I've invited Krebs, the fire department, OSBI, or if you're that nonprofit like Sharing Hands, there is not a charge for people that give back to the community. Please work directly with me and we'll get you a spot already signed up.
On the Sharing Hands nonprofit organization, what did they do?
So Sharing Hands, a lot of people know them. I'm sorry, Shared Blessings. Again, this is why I bring my wife. I refer to it as the Blue Door because they're open once a week and they have a blue door that you go in. All the proceeds they get from people donating items, they sell on Thursday. They turn around and provide, I believe, a wealth of things, clothing, food, I believe all free to everyone that comes up front. And so another one that's wonderful in the McAllister area is Mike's Club. Okay. He has been invited. I'm not sure he's going to have the manpower, so I'm going to make arrangements with him to have some items that can be auctioned off to benefit Mike's Club. Again, another wonderful, for anyone, this isn't just veterans. You can go there and they will try to help you out with your needs. I know they do food every once in a while, but again, Mike's Clubs and Shared Blessings are two that have responded back to me.
Okay. And then the DAV is having a pancake breakfast on that day. What time is the breakfast?
Yeah, we're going to probably start around 7 or 8 a.m., run it till 10, try to get some of those runners some carbs. Again, that is going to be, as of right now, donations only. Again, we've had people that have donated, like the pancake mix. We're trying to get plates and forks and things like that. Okay. And right now, the idea is to have some pancake and some bacon involved in it. So again, we've got some sponsors for it, but we're trying to put it together. And that's going to be within the building itself. We're going to serve that inside.
At the DAV. Okay.
You are correct.
All right. And then there's a silent auction inside the DAV from 7 a.m. to 4. Do you know what items?
So I'm continuing to collect them. So again, a lot of this is from surrounding businesses and it's growing every day. So I have anywhere right now for, if you would like to get a tattoo, I have a tattoo coupon. I have oil change coupons. I have pest control voucher. I'm going to have propane vouchers. I have a lot of car cleaning supplies from our wonderful automotive stores that are down there. And it's just growing. I'm supposed to have a steel chainsaw coming, other steel products. As it gets closer, they've asked me to follow up with them in the month of June. We've got a lot of just monetary donations, which have turned around and been able to purchase things ahead of time. We have a handful of quilts. One of the quilts was just donated. We went to the paralyzed veterans up in Muskogee. They just celebrated their 80th year. And they're also supposed to be there as one of the beneficiaries. But it was, I believe, a hand-quilted king-size quilt that is going to go right back to the paralyzed veterans.
Okay.
Because to me, like I said, it doesn't all have to, I'm helping out as many people as I can. So, like I said, it's growing every day. So we have a lot of quilts coming. And like I said, it's growing every day. And if you have something, I would like to keep it a patriotic theme. And just a shout out, I did get a flag donated that's American made for our flagpole. But if you're an Oklahoma company that makes flags here in the United States, I would like to try to work out with you to advertise for you. and try to actually sell flags that day, since that's what we're celebrating, so you're ready for the 4th of July.
Okay. On the entertainment for the day, do you know what bands and singers are yet lined up to play?
Okay, I don't know all of them at
Okay.
this time, but it is growing.
Okay.
Obviously, working with you, we have a couple young ladies that are going to start out, especially sing some patriotic songs during our flag ceremony, which is scheduled to be at 11 a.m. We're going to have a World War II Jeep. I know I have a young man coming that sings some gospel. And then later on, I know I have at least 2 more bands scheduled to come and play for several hours. But Zella Kincaid is working with me, and we will have that schedule.
Okay. And a couple of the groups he was mentioning is Sisters 3 from Hoffman. They're right outside of Henrietta, and they just won the Best New Gospel Group in Nashville of the year. And then Brianna Bevenu, she's our national anthem winner for the entire nation for the VFW. So she's really good. She's going to be on American Idol eventually.
Oh, there you go.
It's just a matter of when. But anyway, those are just 2 of the groups. And then what time did you say on the registration for the pet parade? What time did they have to register?
So the pet parade, I'm working with the Pittsburgh
did.
County Animal Shelter. Just got off the phone with them. They are open as of today. You can walk in and register with them. They're going to handle all that registration. It's open now until June 10th. Bring your pet. Would like to see a patriotic theme. It's just going to be a short parade. Hopefully what we can do is sell just $1 tickets to the public. They can vote on which pet is the best. We'll count those, hopefully have some door prizes, best of show type thing. All that is going to stay with the animal shelter. I even got a phone call about somebody wants to enter their horse. So as long as it can get along with everybody else and every other pet. So if you bring a pet, it must be leashed. Obviously the horse, will be under control. And please clean up after your pet if you come. Be very respectful for everyone around. Because we want it to be a great event and to also have it. The entrance fee has been $10. Again,
Is it $10 or $5?
yeah, it's $10,
Okay,
and all that goes there. There's nothing else. That's why they're taking the registrations from now to June 10th. It's going to be $10 right there at the Pittsburgh County Animal Shelter is the registration.
Okay, and is that where the pet parade's going to be too?
Nope, everything that I'm talking about is
Okay.
going to be in the area of Krebs.
Okay.
In front on Main Street. We'll just kind of rotate through different things that are happening. I know we're expanding in Krebs because parking is going to be tight. So again, please very, very respectful of people's driveways because we want this to be an annual event. Just remember on your calendar the 2nd Saturday of June if we can keep this going. But please be cautious of respect other people's property, stay out of yards, don't block driveways. Make sure emergency vehicles can get through if we have something. Just please be careful and be respectful of each other on this event.
Okay, so they can pre-register their pet for the pet parade,
Yes.
but if they don't register until the day of, where would that be at?
Okay, so we're actually going to cut the registration off on June 10th. That
Okay.
way we know what kind of
Gotcha.
prizes we need, how to collect the tickets. So there is going to be a cutoff basically from today's date until June 10th. We need you to register at the Pittsburgh County Animal Shelter.
Okay. And you said there's going to be a flag ceremony. What time does that start?
At 11 a.m. is our goal for the flag ceremony. We have several people involved. We have, on top of the other military organizations I talked about, we also have the Sons and Daughters of the American Revolution coming. Okay. We also have the Wreaths Across America coming. We have the American Scouting, previously known as the Boy Scouts, and then the Girl Scouts are coming, which all of them do wonderful things for the community. And like I said, if you are an organization that do something for the community, please reach out. We'd love to have you. Just as a side note, as I've learned along the way in talking to some of the schools, if you're a younger person that's looking for scholarships, this would qualify as some of your volunteer hours towards some of those scholarships because we are a nonprofit.
Okay. And then are you all having a barbecue competition that
Yeah,
day also?
I'm excited about this. This is what I'm talking about, how it's growing. We were going to cook some food. We already had a sponsor with a great big smoker that's on his trailer. I mean, it's big. It's not a backyard smoker. And I guess there's enough interest out there with what's going on and excitement for this community. And when I say that, as a DAV, we run basically all over southeast Oklahoma. We trickle into helping people in Arkansas and Texas. And so it's a big area. And so now it sounds like there's going to be a barbecue competition. It's growing. The point of contact for that, if you are somebody that cooks and believes that you can win, my understanding is there's going to be cash prizes, is JP All-American. Look him up. He's in Krebs, and he also has a mechanical shop, Warpath. Just make sure you reach out to them for that registration. I just can't do everything, so that's why we're kind of separating things and then go back to the 5K. The city of Krebs is also organizing, and when I say that, Zella Kincaid is organizing the 5K with that event also, if you're interested in doing the 5K.
Okay, so if they do want to sign up for the barbecue competition, you just want them to call about the
JP All-American, yep.
Okay, is there
and if you happen to call me, you're more than welcome to. You're going to ask me about his phone number. Yeah, if you don't mind, just because we're on a podcast, just Google JP All-American out of Krebs and Warpath, and they will be able to assist you in any way.
Okay, and you don't know if they have a registration fee yet?
Yes, I literally just got the phone call 2 days ago, and so that's why I'm saying that's what I'm excited about, is it's growing and it's growing and it's growing.
Okay. And then on the cornhole competition,
Yep.
do you know, is there a sign-up fee for that?
So that is actually going to go directly to our VFW.
Okay.
A lot of our members with the DAV are members with the VFW. So in our community, a lot of us are part of it. We help each other all the time. So all that right now is going to be organized by the VFW. Unfortunately, the same weekend is their state banquet. So there's actually a local company that has shown interest of volunteering and running the whole thing as their contribution, which is outstanding. Okay. I don't have the particulars to it just because the VFW hasn't followed up with exactly what it is. But if you can reach out to me as I get more details, I will definitely start getting it out.
Okay. And then what food vendors will be at the Krebs Community Day?
So since we are doing I don't know that because I don't know who all is signed up.
Okay.
We'll know as it comes closer. But as a side note, sorry, it's the next one. The community center, which is just 2 doors north of us, is also doing an Indian taco sale to benefit the Krebs Community Center, which if you haven't been there, it's a wonderful center, very low cost breakfast on Wednesday and Friday mornings. I've attended it a couple times. Wonderful people there. They're helping me with this also. So sorry to jump into your next question. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but I consider myself a fat kid. So if you do the elephant ears and stuff like that, I'd love to see you out there. I'm all about that food.
So the smoker cooking Krebs food at lunch, is that the smoker?
So we're still going to have that, but I think now that has grown into that barbecue competition. Okay. Yeah. We have a gravel lot south of ours, so I believe it's going to be donated to all. There's going to be some food there. I know a lot of it's going to be Krebs. If you don't know Krebs, it's referred to as Little Italy. Okay. Sorry. And the Italian sausage sandwich is one of my favorites with the onions and peppers on it. And so a lot of food's going to be cooked there.
All right. And you said there's going to be speakers at the DAV in Krebs. What do you know what speakers they are?
So we have some people that have been asking that know the history of Krebs or the military history. Again, the list is ever building. We're going to have a speaker system set up inside the building. So if you'd like, a half an hour to speak, and I would like to keep it as, again, a community event or military or to honor this nation. That would be the theme of the speakers. I have 3 right now on the list, and the list is ever going. So that would be on the inside, as also the live music we referred to, the other events other than the Pancake Breakfast and the silent auction will be outside. So a lot of things going inside and outside, just trying to fill it. And as we get closer, I'll have a definite better list and I'll have you some names and what subject they're talking about. So if you want to show up just for that time, that would be wonderful.
And that's for the speakers, but you don't know what time they're going to start speaking yet?
Correct. It will probably be after the flag ceremony, because
Okay.
when we have the flag ceremony, that is the main event that I want, just to be respectful for the flag that served its time flying over this nation.
Okay. And then you said there was going to be a safety booth with first responders?
Yeah, I have invited anywhere from the Oklahoma State Patrol to OSBI to the Krebs Police Department, the fire departments. I always been a community person. I like to see that entertainment. I do have a commitment from the police chief in Krebs. I do have a commitment from the fire chief in Krebs. OSBI has reached out to me a couple of times. They're going to be out there. I believe they have a drone, so that'd be kind of neat how they do that with their investigations. So as that gets closer, so there'll be opportunities and other events just to be able to meet the ones that protect us every day.
Okay. And will there be bounce houses?
Yep, I've been informed again. Zella Kincaid is organizing the bounce houses. I'm not quite for sure all the details of it. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this event free, but just please understand that there might be costs to some things that, we got to pay for them up front type things. Just, a couple bucks here and there. Like I said, the raffle tickets are going to be $1 a piece, or if you bring a $5 bill, you'll get 7 tickets, might be an example, or will be an example. So there'll be different things that you can donate to, and there's going to be things that are going to be handed out. I'm collecting a lot of hats from a lot of the businesses. And so instead of raffling off those hats, if you bring a $20 bill, we're going to have an area that you can go over and just pick out what you want. Could be a hat, could be a keychain, it could be something that somebody from the community has donated. And I look at that as twofold. One, you get to walk away with something, but also you get to advertise for a local business that is sponsoring this community event. So that local business now will have advertisement, as you wear that product.
Okay, and then Henrietta is going to be having a car show and motorcycle show, and that's going to be September the 5th, which we had that last year. And then we also have a Vets for Pets parade costume contest. So we give away $100 for first prize, second prize is $50, and third prize is $25. And they also have a group called the Battle and Betties, which is the old pinup girls that I guess World War II was popular back then. So they're also going to be there, and there's a mustache and beard competition. So just so you know, that's September the 5th. So any of your vendors that would like to be at that group, they can also call me and get information on that.
And I would extend things like that. Bring your flyers. Again, we're helping out veterans.
Good idea.
Bring your flyers that day, and we can advertise. I feel that's how it goes back and forth. We are trying to benefit the same exact community. As a side note, we're also doing a brick fundraiser, which is on the QR code of our website. You've seen them outside of Walmart or other areas. We have already ordered our family brick, and we have a handful of members in our family who have served in the military, so we're doing that also. You log on there, they take it, they actually mail us the brick, and we're going to start putting those bricks around our flagpole there.
Okay. And then one other note on the Battle and Betty's, they make homemade hand soap, and what they do with that money, in addition to the pinup calendar, is they give homeless veterans backpacks with hygiene gear in it and snacks and that type of thing. And then they've also mailed hundreds and hundreds of packages, care packages, to soldiers that are deployed overseas. So that's their main mission, is helping homeless veterans and sending those care packages overseas. The American Legion Post is also playing bingo later that day.
Yep, the American Legion is coming into this, and that evening at 4 p.m. their doors will be open, and that's within McAllister.
Okay.
But we again, as the big three in that area, that's how we look at ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then between 5:30, their kitchen will open. Okay. They have hot dogs and hamburgers, and then at 6:15, they will have their bingo game. So to finish off the day, please support the American Legion also. Like I said, along with the VFW, along with the DAV. If you don't know, aware, kind of the big things that we do is we help veterans with their paperwork, help spouses with their paperwork. I know a lot of younger vets, what I hear is, well, I did my own. I'm so glad that somebody before you allowed the system to be at this point where you can do your own, what I ask you is please, that is the knowledge we are looking for as the computer ever evolves. Not everyone that served before you even has a computer or even has a smartphone. So please come out and help us become a certified service officer, and help the ones that before you that helped us retain our freedom get the benefits that they deserve, along with the widows. There's stuff out there now that you might qualify if the military member in your family passed, that you might qualify that the VA might be able to provide. So a lot of things we help out veterans a lot of times with their bills or a tank of gas or food, so there's a lot of things that everyone tries to give back. So in this year, and just as a side note, not sides, but during the government shutdown there for a stretch, we had a lot of people come in, which luckily because of these fundraisers, because we are all volunteers. There's not a single person paid within our Krebs building. Everyone is a volunteer. That's what keeps us going is events like this. We currently have a barbecue raffle that we set up outside of Walmart. So if you want to win a barbecue, just reach out to us. We'll get you some tickets and we can go from there. And all those proceeds, again, stay local. And that's what that goes towards, is buying this food. Like I talked about the Easter dinner. The dinners that we've been having are outstanding, and they just rotate every month. The desserts are mostly homemade from just our volunteers again. So a lot of things happening. And somebody helped us out along the way, and that's why I'm trying to give back, to continue to give back, because somebody helped me get where I'm at today.
Right, and I'm also a veteran service officer in Henrietta, but I work for the Krebs DAV. They've trained me to help veterans, and it's because of them I'm able to help veterans. And I was nominated or voted as Henrietan of the Year because I help veterans, because the DAV and Krebs trained me and helped me continue to do what I've been doing for 7 years. So if you do need my help as a service officer, my number is 479-414-0952, and my email is ladymarine100@yahoo.com. And Luke, did you want to put out any contact information for you if anybody else wanted to sign up for your community days?
Yeah, just my phone number. Please leave a voicemail, because if I'm doing this, my phone is not available. So I was in Colorado a long time. My mother asked me not to change the number, but it's 719-250-1207, 719-250-1207. Send me a text or leave me a voicemail if I'm not ever able to answer. Thank you very much.
Do you want to give them your email just in case you're busy and don't?
The phone number right now will work.
Would be the best way to contact you. And the best way to contact me is to leave a text, because I'm also busy all the time, but I will get back to you. But please leave a text and your name so I know who's calling. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
And we hope your community event turns out well, which it sounds like it does. It's going to, because you have so many different things happening that day. And this is actually their first Krebs Community Day event. So please show up and support your veterans and support the Krebs community. And we appreciate all your hard work on this.
Thank you again.
Thank you.